good thing about the castle channel being like right at the bottom is that you can click on it and it will still be in the same place.
Yes, it doesn't get like adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Now that's the banner we're talking about. Talking about no flags from last time. One of them is a very, very big, a megalith. It's just a bucket of cleaning supplies.
It's the cleanup crew.
Yeah, okay, no Dota sort of theme in there, just here are some supplies that I googled. Fair enough. Right, so ban predictions. Last time we saw
Spirit
Rubik,
Breaker.
Disruptor, Spirit Breaker. They went Snapfire this time. Interesting. Last time it was Timbersaw, which made sense because they wanted to go for Snapfire and Tidehunter. Weaver, yeah, so different bans, which means Rubik is in the pool.
Oh.
They go tied to three completely different bans.
Really?
Spirit Breaker. Is that going to be the last ban? Are we actually going to let it through? That is the question. Do you ban the Rubik? Do you ban the Disruptor? Do you ban the Timbersaw? Do you ban the whatever else has been banned all the time? Phase 1? No, you still ban the Spirit Breaker. Sorry. No one wants to play it.
Would they ban the Rubik though? Like, are they that afraid of
Nat probably wants to play it. But maybe Veteran would just first pick the Rubik. He likes playing POS4 Rubik. And if I know anything about Veteran, he does tend to alternate playing support and core. But he did go onto this team almost specifically to become a core player.
True.
So we'll see. They go, that's for Hashem. Because Hashem only plays 2 heroes, Shadow Shaman and Lich. That's his hero pool at the moment.
Really?
Yep. That's his entire hero pool right now anyway. Jakira, I like Jakira. Very long range ice path, good for cancelling shackles. Also has equal sort of pushing power to Shadow Shaman. Maybe not quite as upfront and all in one go as wards, but very good for chipping away at towers. You see that post on Reddit about wanting Glyph to BKB the towers as well? Like, so that you can purge off Meteor Hammer, Liquid Fire, Liquid Frost from towers.
What? Nah.
So I mean that when you glyph the tower, you can't slow its attack speed with Jakira. But then people were saying glyph's already too strong, and I thought, yeah, I agree. That's kind of Jakira's identity, is to slow a tower. So I'd be sad if he lost it. So Radiant did get Rubik, and the Dire did manage to get Tusk. I think Tusk's for Wobber. I guess there's no other way to run that, is there? Means you can throw out the Macropire on top of the Snowball, Walrus Punch, and the Ice Path. I think it's a pretty deadly combo.
10 seconds remaining.
How does Cleanup Crew lose? Easy predict. Well done. I'd like to see you throw all your points into Cleanup Crew then. Or I'll be disappointed.
Just from them 2 picks, he can already predict that Cleanup Crew is going to win. Just from the 2 picks.
I think there's so much to see yet. I wouldn't be comfortable predicting on 2 heroes. No way. Hello, Oliver.
Hello, Oliver.
Hope you're enjoying your Halo. I never played Halo Infinite, despite absolutely loving Halo in my childhood. I never tried Halo Infinite yet. It looks like Ollie and Megan, are they the last 2 people who play it? Or are people still playing it sometimes?
Ollie, Megan, Michael, Seb. Usually.
Okay. Oh, Seb, what, Ollie's brother?
Yes.
That's too many wearings in one place.
And Owen.
Okay. I mean, I loved the Master Chief Collection. My brother played a bit. And that was quite nostalgic. But Halo Infinite's free, isn't it?
5
yes.
remaining.
Owen's mum plays it. Is that a joke or? Or legit? Has he got a gamer mum? My mum plays games on Steam, but only like indie puzzle games.
Does she?
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Well, my mum
wants. Do you watch your stream?
No, my mum doesn't watch my stream. My brother does sometimes. I sent my mum my showreel though. She wanted to see that.
Oh, what did she think?
She thought you talk very fast. That's what she said.
Well, compared to how she normally hears you, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I guess when you have 2 siblings, you have to talk fast to get your word in. So I'm just used to it. No, my mum wanted a laptop for work, but she wanted a good one, she said. So she got a gaming laptop, which she uses for her job. But then also it means she can play her little indie puzzle games. High settings.
I see.
So anyway, we're looking at some bans, which are 3 Agi cores banned by Radiant, and then 3 strength heroes banned by Dire. My half term is next week, actually. I don't know if Ollie's is the same.
He says on half term now.
See? Oh, maybe they don't align. Mine's your week. Oh, okay, mine's next week. Yeah, I think the dates are just...
5 seconds
I think my school's quite late. Everything started a week later than most schools for some reason. So our timetables, yeah, our holiday timetable's a bit weird. So, I hope you're enjoying your half term, Ollie. I'll get to enjoy mine next week. Night Stalker picked again. Is that the same player who had it? No, it was Ben last time. This time it's going for the Dire.
Are you going back home then?
I am for a bit, yeah. See my mum. So it should be good.
Wait, but your mum doesn't watch your stream. But when you cast, does she not like? Can she not like hear you?
Yeah, probably. Might be in bed at that point usually, but well, yeah. I mean, we have our gaming room, and I'm in there. Close the door. Try not to make. Well, I can't not make noise because casting is a bit difficult. But yeah, I guess. Yeah, I take my laptop home, and my laptop's a pretty good laptop, so I can cast from it. And yeah, it's usually all right. I mean, I only do it's 2 casts a week maximum, so it's only for a couple of hours. Usually not too bad. So, and when I'm with her, with my mum, it would potentially only be 1 Saturday cast that might go ahead, and that's it. So, I won't disturb her too much. Holidays are so expensive in the 2 weeks. What, because of schools? Yeah.
Whoa, Underlords.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of lockdown from Rubik and Shadow Shaman. Maybe Underlord's not bad. There's heroes like Night Stalker and Tusk. If they go in, you can put them in the pit. You can fire the rain on top of them. Underlord does a lot of damage. Plus, just by existing, Underlord takes a lot of damage away from heroes. A lot of right-click damage with the Atrophy Aura. So I actually think this might be a pretty good Underlord game. I just think Underlord's ultimate needs to be changed because he's so boring. His entire identity is just press Q on waves, press W, and you use your ultimate once in a while to maybe teleport your team away, to run away from a fight, or maybe to engage, but I think he'd be a lot more fun with a more impactful ultimate. You know, that's kind of what I feel about Underlord. His ult's boring, basically.
Okay, Radiant's one.
Why, because Ursa?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
Ursa
it's
finally went
fun.
through the draft. Yeah, pretty good against Night Stalker, I suppose. Just smack him down. But the Night Stalker, if he gets on top of Ursa with the silence, and Ursa doesn't have BKB, Ursa can't ult, he can't jump, he can't use overpower. Actually, not that bad. There's Razor again. But again, different team. Veteran is not going to have the Razor. Razor against Ursa. I don't know, because Ursa loses damage and obviously gets hit harder and harder by being near Razor.
Yeah.
But then Ursa hits harder and harder by hitting Razor. So it kind of is like who hits who quicker is sort of the aim of the game here. So we shall see. I'm not sure I could still decide which team's going to win, because I think, you know, they're playing Wobber Tusk, Jakira, Night Stalker, Razor. You've got quite a fair bit of damage, decent amount of gank potential. Rubik and Shadow Shaman are very squishy heroes, easy to pick off. And Ursa can easily be kited or either engaged on by the Night Stalker, so I don't think it's necessarily over, but I think Radiant lineup I like a little bit more. Well, you are actually able to bet, so you can throw down some of your points.
Radiant team pick.
Not starting it yet though. I'll start it when both drafts are done.
Yeah, I think Dan's just waiting to put it up so he can throw his points down, it seems.
Eager Beaver. Keen Bean.
Well, you say tower push with Razor, but last time the game went nearly 40 minutes, and Razor still didn't even get his Aghanims. So it depends on how far the Razor is. If they're going BKB refresher Aghs, it takes quite a long time to pick up Aghs. But you are right, Jakira tower push is quite nice. If he goes the Shard as well. I think Jakiras are really prioritising the Shard at the moment, picking it up immediately at 20 minutes.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know about you, but I do not want to fight into Death Prophet Exorcism with Shadow Shaman wards going at the same time. That would be very hard to engage into. And a lot of tower damage. If you lose a team fight and they don't use their cooldowns, either the wards or the Exorcism, well, you can say goodbye to your towers. Yeah, Death Prophet's a cool hero. You don't see it too often, but I guess it's still fairly popular. Not sure who's going to be playing that, but anyway, they got to try and pick some counters to it. They can't pick Queen of Pain or Lena, which are nice heroes. They ban them themselves. I wouldn't really fancy TA against Death Prophet, to be honest. Too much constant damage from Death Prophet. So what would I go? What's a good mid against Death Prophet? You've got all the spirits. They're pretty nice. Got to be careful for the silence, though.
One of the spirits, maybe?
Yeah.
Spirits are always good.
Ember or Void. Not bad.
It'll be Nat playing it, right?
Yeah, I don't know about Nat. I think he plays a Void Spirit. I don't know if I've seen him on Ember.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have thought he plays more Void Spirit then.
I do like Void Spirit a lot as well. Very fun hero to play. Well, taking their time yet again. Radiant actually finished their draft with over a minute to spare. Maybe there should be a reward. If you have more than a minute reserve time left, you get like a free mango in the base or something. As a reward for quick drafting. Little bonus. Interestingly, in the pro scene, a lot of the drafting phases are a lot quicker. Sometimes they don't even dip into reserve time because they already have sort of pre-thought about all the different drafts, that they don't need to have a long think because they already know what to pick in certain situations.
Yeah, I mean that's what the coaches are for, right? The coaches tend to draft for them because they've done all the research, so they sort of can see or predict what the enemy is going to pick, and they're not just like, right, we've already got something prepared for this.
Yeah, true. It's like Seb's stack of notes, you know. There is a reason behind it. Doing the research. But yeah, nice to have a coach. Oh, there you go, Dan. You can bet all your points away on the cleanup crew who went for Shadow Fiend. They don't have a lot of lockdown. Shadow Fiend obviously notoriously provides only the fear as lockdown, but usually you just use that to one-shot someone rather than as a CC. But Nat also has this habit of playing right-click Shadow Fiend, where you don't go for Yule's Blink Dagger and then Arcane Blink and BKB. You just play right-click and then pick up the Ag Shard at some point for the guaranteed crits. 23,400 points on the Diadem. Are you sure about that?
Oh my god!
Is someone willing to match that? Is that what you're there for, Karen? You with all your points?
Never, nah. No? I'm never putting my points.
Are you just hoarding them?
I'm just hoarding them, yeah.
You could be the person we use just to match the bets, so people don't feel left out when they go all in. Think about how many you could win.
Or how many I could lose.
Yeah, you got loads.
I'm saving up to do constant Rainbow Warrior.
Oh, are you? What, for one stream will just be non-stop redeem. I need to put a redeem cooldown or something. We haven't had enough rampages. That's when the natural Rainbow Warrior comes out. With Hon closing, this will be sort of the last stream on Earth, which is using that.
That's what your stream title should be.
And you don't know how long it took me. I went into Hon, I recorded a clip of Rainbow Warrior playing in the game, and then I spent ages video editing out all of the background so it has a nice cutout, and then I had to put it into my stream. I spent ages on that, and I was proud of when I got it finished.
And then you decided to put it on a rampage that's hardly ever.
Well, that was what Rainbow Warrior was. I mean, I could have gone for the other ones, but it doesn't feel like a quad kill or ultra kill. No one's as excited, right? That was Unicorn Stampede. That was quad kill. Ollie redeem Rainbow Warrior.
Nah, wait.
Rainbow Warrior!
Said unicorn, whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, the flamboyant pack was offensive in many ways these days because it was basically just making fun of like a really ultra queer announcer. And Hashim is going to go down for first blood. Bit of tower damage taken, but the power of tag team. He died basically under the tier 1 tower.
So what was Ultra Kill then?
So Hon had a flamboyant announce where everything was ridiculous. And you know when I do Rainbow Warrior on stream and it does the rainbow text, that happened anytime something of interest happened. So like a big rainbow star and all the text colors, going in and out.
Yeah.
So it went three. I can't remember what happened for double kill. Double kill was fabulous. Then it's a 3-way. Then it was Unicorn Stampede, and then it was Rainbow Warrior. So,
Unicorn Stampede.
Yeah, but it said it in. It says it all in a really camp, like over the top, lispy queen way. And I love the flamboyant pack. When there was a deny on a tower, it said rejected, but like in a really like campway, like rejected, and a big star goes across the screen with
Oh,
the.
I love it.
I mean, the flamboyant announcer was ridiculous, and the nice thing about Hum, which made the game look even more ridiculous, is in Dota you have an announcer, and you only hear your announcer. That's it. Like, I put on Juggernaut announcer, I only hear Juggernaut the whole game.
Yeah.
But in Hum, you had to listen to their announcer depending on who got the kill. So if I get the ultra kill, everyone hears Unicorn Stampede, which means if you've got 10 people with 10 different announcers, the game is an absolute mess of sounds and animations.
My God, actually, you know what? That is actually a really good idea.
I quite liked it, but it meant that you
I
had to put up with really annoying announcers, and if you hated them, well, too bad, because if that player got the ultra kill or the rampage or whatever, you had to listen to theirs. So it was it was a weird time. And looks like Dan has bet 23,000 points, and no one matched him. You don't have too many viewers today, or no one who's willing to put their points. It's just I think 10 is the minimum.
Yeah.
Not sure if you can put 5.
No, wait, I think you can if you physically put it manually.
And you do 5. I thought 10. I wish you could set a minimum points.
Actually, I think...
Wow, Nat got a kill mid against Roids. I mean, that's level 3 kill in mid lane just using raises, 3 shadow raises, 160 damage plus 60 damage on the next raise. And we do the maths on that. 160 times 3 is what? 480. 600 damage with 3 raises when you've only got the skill at that level.
Oh, do you know what, Dredder? Oh, but I can't because I started the poll.
That's a shame.
It's over now.
Oh, dear.
You get your points back, Dredder.
Oh, I actually need to change my stream deck. My soundboard isn't working because I recently moved my documents into a different hard drive on my computer, and all the links are like hard coded, so I need to fix all those. Trying to save space on my hard drive. So I better fix that. Veteran manages to kill it in the bot lane. Now really hurting Jabate Mail. That's the Ursa Shadow Shaman lane. Do you play much Shadow Shaman, Karen?
I do enjoy him, but I don't pick him that much because I'm not sure how good he is.
Missing so many kills. Gotta pay attention. Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know if you've ever played the Ursa Shadow Shaman lane. You get a bit of lockdown on the target, and then Ursa just builds up more and more damage. Very scary to lane against. Especially Shadow Shaman Shackles, even level 1, it's nearly a 3-second disable. He's a strong lane hero. Why has he got 84 right-click damage at level 3? I mean, it's just absurd how hard he right-clicks. There you go.
Oh,
there's the Shackle. But he's hitting very slowly. Under the tower. One more hit. Oh, he does manage to get it. He gets away as well. Takes a bit of damage from Wobber. Nice block. But he does redirect the creep aggro very skillfully. Nice kill. And so Wobber does survive, but loses his core yet again. But Nat's doing well in the mid lane. He managed to get a solo kill. He's farming fine. He's got only a bottle he had. He had literally had naked bottle there. Now he's got boots and a stick. What happened to his stats? Got no Wraith Band or anything like that. I suppose doesn't need it. Means maybe is he playing Magic Shadow Fiend? I don't think so actually, because he is going for Tread's next item. There we go. There's the Shackle. Building up a lot of damage on Wobber. That's 76 extra right-click damage taken. He's not got the range to keep engaging on that. But so much damage. Wobber was full HP, and now is on, what, 20%? Something like that. Starting to hit Jabate Mail. 38 bonus damage. Oh, Hashem thought about Shackles. Just cancelled it. What's happening in top lane? Somewhat is chasing Cocopium. Isn't able to get the kill because telekinesis is used. But Somewhat playing so aggressively on the Jakiro.
You can get away with that though. He puts out so much damage.
Oh yeah. Level 3 is the sort of the laning spike. 200 damage on the Dual Breath, and you've also got Liquid Fire, which is of course free. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but free damage is always good. I find level 1 Dual Breath is a bit underwhelming, but level 2 and level 3 really powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, putting some damage onto Veteran. It's now nighttime on the Night Stalker. He does manage to leap away. I guess you always had to wait for him to leap because he can always leap over the shards anyway. So just casting it out for a bit of damage maybe. They see Shadow Shaman, don't have the means to engage on him. He's also got Shackles, so are they going under the tower? No, he's just farming that creep. Shackles? Not going to shackle him. He loses his courier. That is phase boots.
Oh my god.
So that's under the tower. You lose your phase boots, and that's really good for the dive, because phase boots on Ursa, that adds a lot of armor, a lot of base damage, which he desperately needs. So now they're safe for an extra minute and a bit, so very nice play there. Top lane. Roids turns up. He's level 6. He's dropped his ultimate. Somewhat is trying to get the ice path. Doesn't land it, and Kiwi is going to go down. Level 7 now gained by the Roids. But Nat, he's already level 8. Because he is just hardcore farming. Going for a wand now. I wonder what he will go on Shadow Fiend. I'm still thinking with treads, you're likely to see a right-click Shadow Fiend come out.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good. Dire structures are fortified. That's what that wispy glow around the tower means.
What did Ollie miss? The bet.
Rainbow Warrior.
Did he miss it? Did it not work?
Oh, I thought you said your things didn't work.
Oh no, I think the Rainbow Warrior does, but the rest of my soundboard doesn't work.
Oh.
But I think Rainbow Warrior is sort of hard-coded in. Yeah, you can't get Wobber, can you? Because he's got the tag team. Nice TP from Somewhat, keeping Wobber alive. Is this a chance to get Veteran? Yes, it is. Jabate is fast. Dark Ascension is used. And there will be a kill. Are they going to dive Hashem under the tower? I don't think you dive a Shadow Shaman that easily. He's going to go for the Shackles. He's got rank 2 Shackles, so he holds it for a very, very long time. Jabate doesn't care. I think I would just right-click if I was Hashem, because you right-click very hard. Is he going to survive? Taking quite a bit of damage. There's another tower hit coming. No, he's fine. The armor he got from Helm of Iron Will, and he bought the chainmail part of his phase boots. 16 armor. I think if Hashem just stood there and right-clicked, he would have maybe got the kill, but it was very, very close. And mid lane, though, Nat is farming so well. 72 last hits, and we're not even 8 minutes in. He's going for the Hurricane Pike, so he's playing right-click Shadow Fiend. The thing I don't like about right-click Shadow Fiend is he's just a turret, but he doesn't have the range of a hero like Sniper or Drow Ranger or something. He doesn't have a Gust. He doesn't have the grenade that Sniper has. He basically just sits there and right-clicks at 600 attack range, or 500 attack range. It is massive damage. I get he does get a lot of free damage. Now, having a look at the bot lane, looks like Hashem's going to go down. No, he doesn't go down. There's going to be a kill. Second kill on Night Stalker after bait mail. He just gets the void and runs away. Night Stalker at night time, absolute terror. I suppose they just trade support, so not bad. But yeah,
What's happening in bot lane?
it
Get
does
the
seem
other
like it.
lane. Don't even bother looking.
Well, what happened top lane? He was just playing Razor. Roids is top most of the time.
The Radiant should really do something.
Nat is already level... Nat is level 10 before 9 minutes. That is crazy. He only has 1 kill, but his farming is amazing. The thing about a Shadow Fiend is even if you play right-click Shadow Fiend, you still have max Shadow Rays, which you can use to farm. So as long as you have mana, you can farm really fast. I mean, he does right-click hard. I'm just worried that if he gets engaged on by the Ursa, he's still going to die. But the Radiant don't actually have a ton of engage. Sort of, Underlord is not a teamfight engaging hero. He puts down the Pit of Malice, but he doesn't have like an AoE stun or anything. So maybe Shadow Fiend actually will be able to get away with just sitting there right-clicking. Depends if Roids can get on top of him or not, I guess. £300. Ollie flexing his SMT salary. And what's hiding in the trees? Nice ice path. 2-man ice path, but doesn't get Veteran. Veteran does have his ult. Look how much damage he takes from the Void. He doesn't drop his ultimate. He still doesn't drop the ultimate. Why? There was no silence even used. Not sure. It was a bit of an oversight. Looks like Shao Shaman's in a lot of trouble now. Out comes the tag team. Hashem is going to go down to the Void. Jabate Mail so strong. Roids comes in. Doesn't have his ultimate. Radiant aren't able to get any kills there. Level 7 Jakiro with max dual breath. But there is also a level 11 Night Stalker running around. Copium's also going to go down.
Okay.
Roid's out of mana, so he can't use any Crypt Swarms. They can just go on him now. Still no mana, even if he uses the stick. Actually, if he uses the stick, he can do 1 more Crypt Swarm. And Jabate Mail's now quite slow, but he's very tanky. Nice little Tumbler's toy. And look at Nat, just sitting in mid. He's got the perfect rune for Nat. For the Shadow Fiend, which is the regen rune, means he can spam away with razors to farm really fast. Regen up to full, do it again. Also got the 7 Addy from the Possessed Mask. This Shadow Fiend is having a great time. Nat playing a single player Dota, running around just farming stacks. Going for Chrysalis, first item. He's going all in for damage. And I mean, fair enough, to be honest.
Yeah, PB.
What's this about? I need the ketchup. You do need the ketchup, that's true.
Iconic duo.
Pop that regen rune now, but Nat's holding it for a little bit. Nearly level 12 on the Shadow Fiend. Do you level up Requiem of Souls if you're playing right-click Shadow Fiend? Yeah, he does. I would just put another point to Presence of the Dark Lord, I reckon. But no, he does go for Requiem of Souls, just in case he can get it off. 25 attack speed talent. He gets a 3 damage per Souls talent, which is equivalent to just 60 right-click damage. How much damage do you get for free from Necromastery? 80 damage as well. So, Shadow Fiend has all the workings of doing a lot of right-click damage. I just don't think he scales great into the end-to-end game as a right-clicker. But I suppose you could still go Arcane Blink even on right-click Shadow Fiend and just Arcane Blink, get your ult off, and then start right-clicking with the Fear. Because the Fear duration is something ridiculously long. Starts at 2.4 seconds, and you can make it go up to 3.6 second Fear with the level 20 talent. Though I'm assuming you'll take the damage talent instead, so not quite. So, who are we pausing for?
Ben.
He has disconnected. He's still in Discord from what it looks like. So, not entirely sure.
He's just relaunched. Fine.
Yeah, he has, so I think it's all going to be fine. Yeah, he's rejoined the Discord, rejoined the game, and hopefully we'll unpause and we will keep going. Yeah, there we go. There's the reconnect. Oh, these golden claws need to grab you. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Very scary.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
There's been a reconnect, but it doesn't look like we're unpausing just yet.
Magical, Papa. Well, people use pauses as like a toilet break.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
People are obviously so desperate because the second there's a pause, everybody goes to the toilet and doesn't come back for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, or grabs a snack.
Oh, probably. Veteran is struggling a little bit this game. He's 3-2-0, but he only managed to get 47 last hits, and he is only level 6, about to hit level 7. So a bit under leveled. Look at the Dire. They actually have level 7, 7, 8, 9, and 12. There's a massive experience lead this game. But I suppose also a gold lead. 18% gold lead on the Dire, so they are having a great early game. No nighttime for a bit, though. The debate now is a little bit sad. He's already got the Armlet. Armlet Night Stalker is scary, especially when Dark Ascension's up, which is 15 seconds. But Nat's just going to continue to farm. Hopefully turn up to a fight. Stealing Shadow Rays feels bad. You only get 1 raise. And I think he got the melee raise, which is the worst raise.
It's the last raise that
Oh, yeah. And the melee raise is absolutely the worst one to get. Does quite a lot of damage. But the whole point of raises is that they do more and more damage. Debate Mail is going on Copium. Copium tried to get telekinesis, but Debate Mail's there too quick. He's got the armlet, but decides to go back. Starts hitting Shadow Shaman.
Wait.
Oh, they've dropped the wards. Wards and Shackle. That's a nice kill from Hashim. And there, a kill on Debate Mail from the team.
What? Why did Sam stop going on Sam? Not?
I don't know, actually. Nat is trying to drop the ultimate, but he gets stunned. He's now in the snowball for a little bit. Tries to get the ult off. Does get it off, but he's taking a lot of damage. Just manages to survive as they burst roids. His team were not close by. So Copium, he's stolen the ultimate. Quite a lot of damage there, actually. And there's the shackle from Hashim. They got the kill. Fade Bolt. Fade Bolt and the Storm. Wow. The Ether Shock somehow somewhat survived for quite a long time. He does eventually go down. He actually to get the kill on Copium with the dot damage. So a lot of kills there. Dire picking up another 3 kills. Only losing the Jakira. I suppose Debate Mail was dead as well. Manages to come back. Nighttime in a minute 30. The main thing is Nat didn't die. He was close to dying. They had a great engage, but Wobber sort of saved him with the snowball. And now it looks like he's going for Satanic, really early Satanic on Shadow Fiend. So even if people go on top of him, he's just going to stand his ground.
Oh, it's finished the Silver Edge, hasn't he? Silver Edge.
Oh no, okay, changed his mind. Changed his mind. Going for, went for Morbid Mask, but now he's going to go for Silver Edge. Okay, Silver Edge pretty good on the Shadow Fiend. It's a good item anyway. You don't really have many passives to break this game, but it's just a nice item. And, you know, who says no to invisibility? Not me, that's for sure. Invisibility, very nice. Also gives you some move speed to escape with. Wobber spotted Roids. Roids has gone in with the little tumbler's toy. And then Roids just uses Wobber and starts to run away. But he still gets range for the snowball. How does he get it? Roids is a fast hero though, so does not get stunned. And just runs away, essentially. It's the power of Yules. Yules plus Death Prophet's already very high base move speed. Just gets away. No problem. Roids is 1-2-0. After that kill in the top lane, not managed to find any other kills. So somehow he's still second in net worth. Just behind the Shadow Fiend. When I say just behind, he has about 2,000 gold already. But level 14, nearly level 15 Shadow Fiend. This guy is about 4 levels ahead of the next player. He is having such a good farming game. It's scary. What's Kiwi managed to get? Kiwi went a bit different. Different build to Veteran playing Razor because he stopped to pick up a Falcon's Blade early game, which Veteran didn't go for. I like the Falcon's Blade actually. I used to hate this item, but I think Razor, who farms aggressively with Plasma Field, I think it's smart.
Why did you hate it?
I just used to think it's such a waste of gold, but they buffed it so many times I now think it's actually worth it.
I was
Yeah,
playing a solo ranked earlier, and
It looks like we're going to go for a kill on Jakiro. Do we have the shackles for him? No, I don't need to. Just lift him up. Jabatemel gone in with his ultimate. Royce doesn't care. Royce says, I'm just going to run in, but doesn't realize Jabatemel hits so hard. Boris punch as well. He's going to go straight down. Hashim does drop the wards. That's trying to farm them, but the wards doing a lot of damage to Wobber. He even tries to micro them, but Wobber is going to be okay. Gokopium doesn't quite have the damage to finish off Jabatemel. Got to be careful though. Veteran turns up. Nat has nearly finished off farming all of the wards. Thinks about dropping his ultimate just as a warning. So it was a 2-for-2 exchange. I don't think Royd's expected to die as quickly as he did, but with only 7 base armor, the Walrus Punch damage, so strong.
I wasn't expecting Rise to die that easily. Summer Punch.
Yeah, not a tanky hero, Death Prophet, until you build tanky. You have to build tanky, but you're not naturally tanky. Looks like Underlord's going to go down pretty quickly as well. The right clicks from Nat. He's now 3-0-3. Hasn't died yet. And nearly has the full Silver Edge. Just have a look at the stats on Silver Edge.
Oh, they're going to take Roshan from Ursa. They knew he was in there because they scanned. And then they saw the Underlord mid. Killed him. So Max backed out of Rosh. And now they're going to take it themselves.
Well, I think...
Max.
I think this is pretty much guaranteed Rosh. I say that. They are going to turn up. They don't have the Serpent Wards. They see presence of the Dark Lord. Which means if they're paying attention... Wobber just dies straight up. To taking too much damage. Kiwi's going to drop the ultimate. He's just going to run, taking a lot of damage from Ursa, though. Is he going to be able to get the kill on Roids? Yes, he does get the kill on Roids. The Kiwi will also die. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. They've got Nat. This is a chance to get a lot of damage onto Nat. Are they able to kill him? Yes, they do. Veteran. He's going to be happy with that. He just killed someone 5 levels higher than him. And now it looks like Somewhat is going to go down. I can't see any way he escapes from this. Big damage onto Somewhat.
Oh,
and
God,
I was just saying, I thought there was no way they were going to take this. But yeah, like you said. And now Veteran says, oh, well, thanks for the roast you've already started for me. That's going to get me level 12.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I mean, that is a comeback if we've ever seen one in this game. The Radiant desperately needed that. I mean, Roids was so low level 16 Shadow Fiend. I mean, Shadow Fiend is actually still 4 levels higher, which is a massive difference. But Veteran, he needed that so badly. Now he's got nearly 2,000 gold. He can buy the Blink Dagger straight up or go for Basher or BKB, whatever he decides. They drop the Serpent Wards, then immediately run away from them, which is an interesting strategy. I guess... Night Stalker running around with Haste Rune, distracting everyone. So the wards almost go immediately down. Only doing 500 damage to the tower. Night Stalker runs away in nighttime. Question is, what are Radiant going to do with their advantage? I mean, not really advantage in the game. They're still behind on Noah, but they do have the Roche.
Farm till it fires.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that's the pub strat, isn't it? He is going for BKB first, it looks like, veteran, and then going for the Blink Dagger.
Maybe they could go for tier 1 bottom. Hello.
Yes, it is nice to take down tier 1 towers. That continues to be top of the net worth, nearly level 18. He has gone for Presence Aura affects buildings, which I don't think is a very good talent. And I would probably go 100 Shadow Raise damage anyway. But I suppose if you're just building pure right click, maybe you're not Shadow Raising much in the late game because your right clicks hit so hard. So Presence Aura, I mean, -7 armor for towers? Yeah, it does make you hit the tower quite hard. I suppose it's not a big deal either way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for
Oh, looks like a fight's about to break out. Underlord's gone for Crimson Guard Plate Mail. He's really trying to stack on the armor this game. Because he's scared of the Shadow Fiend right clicks and the Razor. That makes sense. That's the thing about Underlord. You just buy loads of auras, don't you? But you don't really have the way to engage team fights. Could have gone Atos this game. Oh, even went for a 5 armor talent at level 10. He's gone all in on the armor. Surprised he didn't go Firestorm Radius. And the Shard as well is amazing on Underlord. You just cast it on yourself and then you have 9 waves of Firestorm. Which is loads and you just run at the enemy with them.
Have you ever seen Underlord Axe?
No, because it's awful. I mean, it's got a funny gimmick, but it's way too much gold to spend just for the Fiend's Gate. Who was I? Was it Kinder I was casting with, or someone else? Howie, maybe? Who had the idea that, I think it was Howie, if they changed the Aghanims and the ult from Underlord, they swapped it around. Because I think Fiend's Gate would be actually a much more fun normal ultimate for Underlord. And it might make him better. Because Dark Rift is quite a boring spell. You only really use it to escape fights and sometimes transport your team around, but it's just quite boring, I think, for the hero. It makes the hero very uninteresting in team fights. You just run around and cast Pit of Malice Firestorm, or if things go badly, you try and escape with the ult. I just find it's a bit of a boring mechanic, whereas Fiend's Gate could allow you to engage, because you create a portal and your team can jump in 4,000 units away. I mean, you played Overwatch, right? It's a Symmetra teleporter. Your team can get behind enemy lines or get up to the high ground quickly, or I think it's just more interesting. But you don't want to pay Aghanims money for it. That's just too much money. And he is going for Atos, as I said it. Atos obviously scales well with Pit of Malice, because you've got Atos, Pit of Malice, and then... no, Pit of Malice, then Atos, then the Pit procs again. You can almost root someone permanently. But nah, he is clobbering this tower. Lucked out and got a growth bow. Very nice item for Shadow Fiend. But they dropped the Serpent Wards here. They're actually going to go high ground now. They have Exorcism. They Serpent Wards one tower. Exorcism the next. That first takes the tower in the bot lane. But are they going to go back? Are they going to glyph? They've lost half the tower's HP before they even think about glyphing. But they have a second wave coming. It looks like they're going for a base race. But a base race against... Death Prophet? I suppose you have Shadow Fiend though. Jabatemel's actually going to drop his ult as well. They're going for a full trade. Can they take the racks before they have to TP out? No, they can't. They're actually going to go in for the fight instead. Trying to put as much damage on that as they can. Fantastic Pit of Malice. There's going to be 1 kill. That's going to be 2. Veteran does use the Aegis just in time. Kokopian blinks forward. Tries to get Jabatemel. Actually nearly finds Jabatemel. BKB is dropped, so Kokopium is going to die. I'm sorry, the Crimson Guard's not going to save you. He does throw down the Ice Path, but the BKB from Jabatemel is on 9-second duration it was there. So, unfortunately, didn't quite work out for them because they didn't kill the melee racks in time and they lost their own melee racks, even though they did get a kill on Shadow Fiend, which is good. No visual Underlord ult.
Yeah, I didn't see the Underlord ult. I heard it. I genuinely didn't know where they were coming from.
Maybe that's... to balance it? I don't know. It's a pretty rubbish ult otherwise. That's a really cool engage.
No, because usually you do actually tend to see where
yeah, there's like a little
Maybe
dot,
it's
isn't
the
there?
cosmetic.
That would be ridiculous if it was a cosmetic. But anyway, who knows? Pit of Malice AoE he's gone for. So big Pit of Malice.
What the hell is that Underlord a head item? I've
about?
never seen that before. It's just a big glowy ball on his head.
Oh yeah, he's got a dark portal on his head, and it even changes his ult to look the same.
Yeah.
So now when he spawns a dark portal, he really just puts his head down and everyone jumps in it, which makes a lot more sense. It's very lore friendly.
Is a great conductor.
Double damage on Royd's not particularly useful. What level is Nat at the moment? Level... Show me my levels. 19. Very high level. 3-level lead. Nearly a 4-level lead. 3 damage per soul just gives him straight up 60 more damage, which is ridiculous. He's now going for a BKB. I think it's a bit of a long time coming there. He did die in a couple fights because of no BKB, even though he does right-click so hard. You need the BKB to survive. And then he can just channel his ultimate off if that happens again, and then just right-click people to death. I mean, does Underlord look like a flexible hero? Like, look at this guy. He's a monster. He's such an enormous beast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
You think he's like doing some gymnastics and just doing a little flip?
Yeah. Doing the crab.
I think that would be something to see. That's a taunt. Waiting for the next battle pass. They're going to engage. Hashem sees first Kiwi, but Kiwi puts the BKB in time. Hashem's going to go straight down. Does drop the wards in time. That's nice, doing a bit of damage. Ultimate also comes out from Royd. He's going to dodge the Shadow Fiend ultimate using his Yules. Nat's taking a lot of damage. He does manage to keep himself alive with the Shadow Blade, but Wobber is going to drop. What is happening in the backline? Kiwi is getting killed on the Underlord. That's what's happening. But I think Kiwi's in a lot of trouble now. We don't have Diffusal Blade yet on Veteran, so Kiwi may escape. Diffusal Blade is actually up, but they can't get to him. They're going to try. The Veteran is slow. So actually, Radiant have lost this exchange. Royd still has his ultimate up. He wasn't able to kill Nat. Nat deletes him. And that's going to be the fight won very convincingly by the Dire. If Nat died, that would have been a very different fight. They got on top of him. They did a lot of damage, but invisibility equals invincibility. And you can see they said, we need vision. Yes, we do. You need some vision. Because the Shadow Fiend got away with the pub strat of just pressing the Shadow Blade button. And that really shouldn't happen. Royd's even had dust in his backpack.
Oh,
So that's the sad thing. Well, and here's where presence of the Dark Lord on buildings definitely helps. They're going to take the buildings down very, very quickly. As you can see, Nat's just right-clicking them, and they're gone. But will they be able to kill Nat? They're trying, but they're missing a lot of their heroes. Ashen with the shackles decides that it's not worth it and tries to run away. Unlord taking so much damage, even with all of his armor. Nothing against Razor, who's stealing more and more of his damage. Now Veteran's alive, trying to put the pain onto Kiwi, but Kiwi takes another kill and has BKB, so doesn't really care. He's actually going to kill Veteran. No, Veteran's going to be fine, drops his ultimate. So they do get a kill into Razor, 606 gold, but they have lost their racks, and top racks have just gone down as well. It was only the range racks, but they died to the catapult and the wave. So now they only have one lane of racks remaining. 10k gold lead, and Gaben predicts 90% in Dire's favour. So it is looking pretty tough for the Radiant right now.
I mean, at least they only have to defend one lane.
Well, you have to keep, counter pushing the other lanes, which is always another difficulty. We will see though what the Radiant can do. They have to keep trying to kill this Shadow Fiend, but now he has a BKB, makes it a lot harder. And there's no basher yet on the Ursa. When Ursa gets the basher, it's another story. If he can get a good bash on the Shadow Fiend or the Razor, I think he'd be able to kill them. They're not very tanky. Only 21 armor on Shadow Fiend. It's not loads of armor. You've got Shard and Blink Dagger on the Shadow Shaman. So he can do a lot of damage. He gets a good shackle. That's going to be really important. Wobber rushing his own BKB. Not really rushing, I suppose. We're nearly 30 minutes into the game. Roche is up. They've spotted it. It's got a free shard. Any heroes desperate for a shard? Quite nice on Death Prophet.
Quite nice on Jakira.
Yes, Jakira should really be prioritizing his shard. It is so good in ability.
Or SF. If it's right-click SF, you have shards.
Yeah, you do lose souls, but I think it's still worth it. The Jakira one is too good because it applies a stun. That obviously is amazing. Look how quick he goes down.
Bloody hell.
I mean, he was out of position. Look where his team are. Quite far behind him. They all blink away and run. Oh no, look how quickly Hashem dies. 4 right clicks with the Hyperstone again from the Night Stalker, though he is going to build it into the AC. He also had double damage, so that's what, 566 damage on the Night Stalker, who also has a Hyperstone, and the Cloak of Flames burning you down. I mean, that is terrifying. I would be worried if I was Veteran. He drops the Crippling Fear, looks for a kill, isn't able to find one. But he lets them take Roche. That takes the Roche. He does go for the Shard, like you said, so now he has the ability to use Necromastery for the guaranteed crit. He also has a guaranteed crit coming off Silver Edge, so that's a lot of damage. I was just going to auto-cast it now. You have to be careful when you auto-cast it, because you do lose souls. But I'd say it's probably worth it, because you get 2 souls at kill, so you can very quickly build it up. Yeah, that's fine. Well, last lane of Rax, you have to now deal with the Aegis.
Night Stalker taunted.
Oh, I've not seen it.
He slaps his ass.
Does he? What?
Yeah.
How are they allowed to do that? Oh, they managed to get the Razor, but he has dropped the Refresher. No, he hasn't dropped the Refresher yet. Taking a lot of damage from Veteran. Still has Refresher Rage use. He's dropped the Eye of the Storm 1. Second. BKB used by Kiwi. Second ult as well. He's got 2 Eye of the Storms up. That's going to be a kill on Veteran. No buyback as well. Atos is dropped, but I don't think it's been enough to hold Kiwi in place. They may kill Wobber. Yeah, Wobber's definitely going to go down. He bit off more than he could chew. Looks like Royd's died as well. Nah, look at those right clicks. 2 right clicks to kill Cocopium. 3 right clicks to kill Hashem. This Shadow Fiend, he still has Satanic as well. Look at the damage he is doing.
My God.
Just deleting heroes. Still has the Satanic. It's basically a flex. That's going to be GG. 30 minutes in.
3
Quite-
buybacks, sir.
Yeah, 3 buybacks, but you're against 4 heroes. And one of them has Aegis. I just don't think you can really do anything about it. And I was saying right-click Shadow Fiend, I'm not too confident in it, but he pulled it off very well. So much farming in the early game. I think he was a little bit late on the BKB, but as soon as he got it, then the game was pretty much guaranteed. But all of the Dar team played very well, especially Jabate Mail. A lot of presence in the early game. How did Kiwi and Nat end up on the same team? Well, Nat said he wanted to play with an Immortal, because we have 3 Immortals.
Yeah,
So
he just hide himself over.
we have to have 2 Immortals on one team. You know, there's sort of no other way. Looks like they're thinking about a dive. Surprised Radiant didn't call GG. Maybe they thought we're all going to respawn. We do one last fight. Royd is dying so fast. Looks like Veteran's going to go down too. He drops his ultimate, but he basically just has to run into the base. Royd said he dies inside the fountain. In fact, he had to use himself or he would have died there. And Jabate Mail does manage to pick up Hashem. And look, also a kill very quick onto Cocopium. Look at these right clicks. They are just terrifying. That is a monster. Level 25 in a 31-minute game. No one's even level 20 on the Radiant. Wow, what a farmed Shadow Fiend that was. He did die a couple of times, but it wasn't enough to really halt just how far ahead he was. So there you go. Nat carrying on the Shadow Fiend, but his team providing him great support. BKB's on the Dire team as well. So they were in a very, very dominant position. And quick game.
All the BKBs in the same slot, apart from Jabate Mail.
Ah, Jabate Mail. Wrong slot. Disappointed. Interestingly, the rest of their team did farm fairly well, the Radiant, to keep up with Royd's, but Nat, but Nat was always a good 2,000 or 3,000 gold ahead. And in the end, he just did too much damage in the team fights, and they didn't have the lockdown for him. That's the problem with picking Underlord. It doesn't provide that sort of Tide Hunter or, you know, Legion Commander or really any offlaner who has the big lockdown for those key targets. He just has the Root and the Firestorm. And Shadow Fiend doesn't care. He just sits there and kills everyone. And Underlord is useless against BKB, which isn't great from an offlaner perspective. So